Hey, Carousel fam. Welcome to our next edition of Art Talk. Today we're at the Buckhead Village Gallery. Come on in. We've got a special guest I'd love to show you all. His work has made waves in the contemporary art scene with a departure from what we would typically call traditional photography and shifting towards these cinematic, dreamlike moments. Also paying homage to Andy Warhol with the diamond dust over the photography. Let's get into it. Let's ask him the questions.
Okay, so we're just gonna throw things at the wall.
Okay,
What is your favorite camera to work with?
it's a great question.
And do you prefer digital or
I'm
film?
gonna show you my camera. Ready? It's so crazy. My favorite camera is actually this. My imagination.
Love it.
The camera doesn't matter. The camera, as long as it has enough pixels, I'm not a gear person. It's all in my mind. So it's like, and I need the right tool to be able to take the images from my mind so I can go with the right camera. I'm not a gear person at all.
And then, okay, so let's back up a little bit. Toronto, born and raised, and then you went directly to New York for studies at Parsons.
Moved to New York in 1994. I always knew that I was a creative person and I had a lot burning inside of me. I just didn't know how to express it. So originally I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York because I wanted to be an actor. And when I went to acting school, which was the most incredible 2-month summer program, I was really the worst actor in the class because I didn't want to read other people's scripts and I wanted to write my own script. And that's what led me to taking photographs because I wanted to create my own scripts and not follow anyone else's scripts. I don't follow anyone else's script but my own.
Are you writing any scripts?
I'm not a screenwriter. It's more of a metaphor about the script, which is everyone has creativity burning inside of them. And it's important to get it out in any way that you can. And photography, which is only one art form that I do, is something that really helped me figure out who I am because it's a personal diary of trying to figure out who I am. When I look at all these works in the gallery, I think it's not me. It's the universe through me. I'm just a messenger. It's not me.
I like
It's a messenger. I'm just a messenger because this is someone else's gift that they gave to me to show the world. It's not personal in any way.
That's beautiful. I think that your images, the photography aspect of your work comes out extremely cinematic, and it does leave a lot to be wondered or perceived by the viewer and take them to a place where maybe it is also in their imagination, or it could be something that is maybe nostalgic for them. Like, for example, The Champion, like we had so many viewers last night that felt that moment and that intensity from that. Yeah, very cool.
People see themselves in the art. And the goal for me is to make the artworks like a mirror where people can see their own reflection in the artworks themselves. So that's always been the goal, is that I want the men to look at the women and think, I want to be with her. And I want the women to look at the women and think, I want to be her. And that's what the work's all about. That's what the work's all about.
And you travel all around the world. So you're now living in New York, mostly-ish.
I live in the world.
Yes. But I was going to ask you, whenever you are traveling to these places, these destinations to capture these images, is there any that, I know recently you were in Sardinia, is there any that like spoke to you in a certain way that made you feel some sort of magic more than the others?
It's always the faces. It's never the places. You can be in an amazing place with the wrong person or sitting on a park bench in the rain with the right person. So it's just, when I travel, I try to find places that I want to make photographs in, but I have to make them of the right person in these places. And you never know who the right subject is going to be. I rarely work with new people. I've worked with the same girls for the last 20 years. I have very few muses who are also my very good friends, and I've photographed them from when they were in their 20s to when they're in their 40s, and it's the same experience every single time.
It's
So I travel with my friends.
There's
We
a
made
familiar
art together.
medium. Yeah.
I rarely photograph new people, very rarely, because there's training. It's like directors working with actors. They work with the same actors because they feel safe and they built a trust. It's all about trust. When you have a camera and you're putting it in someone's face, and it's a little bit confrontational, and people can sometimes freeze and pose, and I don't like posers. I can't stand posers. So that's when I often get the image, is when I tell people to stop posing.
You just want to find that natural.
I just want to tell stories. I'm a natural storyteller, and it's effortless for me to make the art. It's just deep inside of me. It's innate. I use my imagination. I don't really care about the camera as long as it's high res enough imagery, and that's what we do.
Lovely. And you had your first solo show in Berlin.
Yes. Yeah, I had my first show in Berlin in 2005 at a gallery called Camera Work in Berlin, which was a primarily legendary photography gallery, and they gave me my start. Definitely, they gave me my start. It all started for me in Berlin, definitely.
And any specific feelings that you had from that moment? Like, was it kind of like an aha, like, wow, this is actually happening? Well, like, just describe that feeling.
I've never had a real aha moment. Every day, all day long, it's aha moments. There's never really been one thing in particular that's been an aha moment. It's life is just a series of moments that you just put together, and that's what your life is. There's no aha. The good, the bad. Things are never as good as you think they are, and they're never as bad as you think they are. So I'm kind of just even all the time. Don't get too high, don't get too low, super focused, and trying to find the right people to surround myself with to do great things together. And that's what I've loved about, well, it's all about relationships and building trust and behavior.
Agreed.
Because the universe introduces you to people, and then your mind or your heart decides if you want to get to know those people. But the ultimate determinant for all relationships is behavior. Behavior, trust.
And, you know, with all the years now of success in the industry, I'm sure there's been a lot of things that have impacted you both positively and perhaps negatively. But like you said, you have to take that and perceive it in your own way, make it positive, learn, grow, and, you know, create anew, correct?
I've never thought about success, and I never thought about this industry. I just wanted to make artworks, display them in the finest galleries all over the world, and the vision pulls me in. I don't chase the vision pulls me in, and I build to attract, and I don't chase. I attract.
I think that's apparent, you know.
Yeah.
The work speaks for itself.
If you love butterflies and you want to chase butterflies, there's a very small likelihood that you're ever going to catch a butterfly. But if you build a beautiful garden that butterflies would love to be a part of, all of a sudden one day you built this incredible garden and all the butterflies land on your hand.
Now I'm inspired to build a butterfly garden.
Yeah, that's what you're doing, by the way. You two and your team are building a beautiful garden to attract butterflies. And that's how I built this accidental business. This is a total accidental business for me that happened because of my love to create and show the world the creations. With me being my harshest critic. No one can criticize me more than I criticize myself. So I don't hear cheers. I don't hear boos. I am my number one audience in terms of criticism.
I think that's a great philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, I don't know how that related to like being in Toronto, but you know, I grew up in a very small town in Kentucky, and then I went to Buenos Aires for a year when I was 21, and it was very liberating and very like, it was a moment for me to discover myself and push myself to limits that were very like comfortably uncomfortable. You know, I was terrified getting on the plane, but I just knew it was something I needed to do. Did you have that sort of like a feeling, or was it like a self-exploration?
I feel like Toronto for me, I felt like a shark in a fish tank there. And I felt from a very young age that I was just different. And New York pulled me because if you're different and unique and you have a very original dream, that New York embraces everybody. And it's very hard to make it there. I struggled there for many, many years in a shitty apartment. But my dream was to not make it in New York, but to be based in New York and make it in the world. I didn't realize that when I first moved to New York, but that's been great for building my name and so many other people's names, because if you work for your name will work for you. And that's how I built my whole dream. I created a character. I created that character.
The enigma.
As a, it's not an enigma, it's more of a character that I created that is my alter ego. In the same way that superheroes are one person in real life, Clark Kent then turns into Superman. This is a character that I created that really helped me protect myself from dealing with human beings, which is not always so easy, because I love all, but I just trust you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So.
Well, I think that's all that I really wanted to get to the bottom of.
That's it?
I mean, there's a lot more, but I think we're on a time limit.
That's all she's got? Ask me another question. Last question. Ask me a real off-limit question. Make me comfortable uncomfortable.
All right. A photo shoot gone wrong. What happened?
I mean,
because we all know there's always curveballs.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Every single session I ever had with my own creativity, all 100% go wrong at some point, because the creative process is this. This is a great idea. I am great. This is a shit idea. I'm shit. This is the worst thing I ever imagined that I could do. This might be okay. This is fucking great. That's the creative process. I am great. This is a great idea. This isn't a great idea. I'm shit. Why am I doing this? This might be okay. This is a great idea. So to answer your question, you need to be bad before you're good in so many different situations in life, but you have to be willing to go deep and dark and deal with that hurdle to become better, because you got to be bad to be good. You understand that concept? Do you understand that concept?
Yeah.
It's like dancing. I take dance classes, but I'm not good, but I want to be good, but I'm not good. And every once in a while I'm good, but I'm bad and I'm good. And that's why I love dance classes, because I want to be good, but I'm not good yet, but I want to be good. And that's what creativity is. Woo! That's it.
Well, next episode will be showing off your dance moves.
You know it. You know it.
Lovely.
You want to see a quick one right now?
Yeah.
No. You know what? Because I don't feel like I'm good. And so you have to go through that process of, okay, I'm going to dance. Oh, I'm not really good. Okay, I'm going to
put
dance.
in some clips from last
and then I'm
night.
just like this. Dance a little bit. Not bad. This is not a bad move. It's not a bad move, but I'm not really good. What am I going to do now? I'm in it. What's my next move? And then you think to yourself, that was not bad, but it was not great. And that's how you get better with anything that you do, is you got to be bad to be good.
And then
I made a lot of bad photographs before I made any good photographs. And I learned way more from the bad ones than I do from the good ones. If you're always perfect, then what makes you interesting? I love being bad.
Takes time. Takes persistence.
Look at V with the shoulder roll. Anyways, thank you so much. Carousel Fine Art. Beautiful people, beautiful gallery, beautiful dreams.
Thank you, David. And to the next time, next show, next city.
Oh wait, are we going right now?
Are we? Oh.
Oh shit. Okay, so we're starting. So forget what I just said. Okay. That's part.
Nothing incriminating.
That's what. Yeah. So where is this gonna go?